out of Selkirk, Manitoba in the 2. And celebrating his 50th year behind the wheel, it's Tom Corcoran out of East Grand Forks T1. Good lineup here. Long-time Northern Minnesota racing veteran George Ledeen and Estevan Saskatchewan's Aaron Turnbull. Row number 1 set to come to green at the Bull Ring. Heat race 4 of 5 is underway. We are underway. Aaron Turnbull will jump to the race lead from the outside of the front row. George Ledeen going to slide to the second spot. Brandon Fuller, Jake Radetzky, good battle side by side here for that 3rd and 4th position. Down the front straightaway, it's Turnbull at 21. Aaron Turnbull all alone up front. The Canadian trying to run away here. Jake Radetzky trying to make it 8. Very wide battle trouble. So trouble on the back straightaway, the 27, the F9. Together, 18X, 2M, nowhere to go. They both went screaming off the back stretch, so we'll make sure everybody's okay there. So good news is Bill Mooney did not get upside down. He is on all 4 wheels back there. He went off pretty quickly in turn number 3. Sean Meyer came back onto the speedway as well, so he's okay. So trouble here in this one. Couple interesting statistics here very quickly. 7 late model drivers have competed in all 13 John Seitz Memorials. Those drivers include Don Shaw, who is here tonight, Joey Peterson, who is here tonight, Pat Dorr, who is here tonight, Mike Bolkin, who is here tonight, Jeff Provenzino, who is here tonight, Brad Sang, who is here tonight, and Steve Anderson, who is here tonight. His son is driving his race car, but in order to keep the perfect attendance record for Steve Anderson, he hot-lapped the 9 car tonight, so we're going to give him credit for being here on all 13 Seitz Memorials, as he wanted to race in this event, but of course, he wanted to let Blake jump in it, as Blake's been racing that car all year long. So we're going to credit Steve Anderson for being here in all 13 Seitz Memorials. One other driver that has been here in all events, Scott Greer as well. He raced in the late model division here from 2007 to 2012. He has been here in the modified in 2013 to 2019. He's been in every Seitz Memorial event as well. One other thing to mention, it's kind of cool. 13 years this event has happened. Only 3 late model drivers have made all 12 Seitz Memorial feature events. Those 3 include, and you can probably guess, Brad Sang, one of them, Pat Dorr, one of them, and Don Shaw, one of them. Those are the only 3 competitors that have made all 12 Seitz Memorial main events. And one other thing, as we've got a couple of minutes to talk, AJ Diemel, the driver of the 58 car, has competed in 8 of the 12 previous Seitz Memorials. He did not compete in the first 2 in 2007 and 2008, and he did not compete in the 2010 or 2011 Seitz Memorials. He was here in 2009, and then he's been here every year from 2012 to now. He has never finished worse than 3rd in a Seitz Memorial A main. He's got 2 wins, 4 second place finishes, 2 third place finishes, plus he won the prelude to the Johnny a couple years ago. So another guy who's had a great record here at the Bull Ring when he only comes here once a year is AJ Diemel in that 58. Okay. Little trouble there on lap number 1. Bill Mooney, unfortunately, will go to the pit area. Brandon Fuller will drop to the tail, and we'll go back to it. Aaron Turnbull was your race leader on the opening lap. He will be your leader as we come to green. The Delaware double file restart behind Turnbull's 21 as we come back to green. Here we go. Down the back chute, it's Turnbull jumping to the race lead. Jake Radetsky, a little bit of smoke. He may have something rubbing there as he was involved in that altercation. Down the front straightaway, it's Turnbull, Radetsky, and Ladine. Jake Radetsky knows he's got something wrong. He knows how hard a contact he made back there. He's just trying to hold this thing together, and he's got a long way to go. 13 laps to try to hang together here for the 27 before a tire maybe goes down. Aggressive, but you got to be cautious at the same time. He just wants to get to the finish. Aaron Turnbull looking good up front in the 21. George Ladina solid third in 35. Todd Corcoran trying to race from the tail. Here comes the T1. Corcoran down to the inside. He's up to 4th. Aaron Turnbull, Jake Radetsky, George Ladine, the top 3 spots. Corcoran now with pressure in T1. Todd Corcoran taking a look to the outside of the 35 of George Ladine. We've got one more late model heat race in staging coming up next. Ladine, Sean Meyer, and the T1 of Tom Corcoran. Good 3-car battle for the 3rd spot down the back straightaway, but everybody chasing the 21 of Turnbull. There goes Tom Corcoran. Good run around the outside. He'll take that 3rd spot. Tom Corcoran now to the 3rd spot. He started 8th. Good run forward for the East Grand Forks, Minnesota racer in T1, but still, everybody chasing Aaron Turnbull. Turnbull in 21, Radetsky in 27, now Corcoran in T1, the top 3. 4th is Ladine, but Meyer trying to take that over here. We're halfway through heat race number 4. Sean Meyer now taking a look down to the inside of the 35 of George Ladine. Now run wheel to wheel here at the flag stand for the 4th spot. In battle here for 4th down the back straightaway. Jake Radetsky's tire just went. Cut tire for Radetsky. Oh, tough break for Jake here as he's going to limp down the front straightaway. See if Jake can exit the speedway in the 27. What a heartbreaker. Last night's feature winner out of the race in 27. Aaron Turnbull now jumping to a commanding advantage. T1 of Tom Corcoran into that runner-up spot. Now he'll take that 2nd spot with 5 to go. Boy, Jake Radetsky did everything he could to try to baby that 27 car, but it just was not meant to be. Down the front straightaway. 21 car of Turnbull trying to get to the checkered here and win heat race number 4 and another $92 check for Miller Race Engines here. Whoever wins this one as we get set to come to the 3 to go mark, this time by for straightaway leading Aaron Turnbull in 21. Aaron Turnbull, Tom Corcoran, and Sean Meyer in those a couple top spots. White flag will be coming out this next time around here for race long leader Turnbull. Turnbull in lap traffic. Now take a look to the inside of Brandon Fuller as the white flag's displayed. Turnbull with no trouble. Tom Corcoran with no trouble. Sean Meyer with no trouble as they all come to the white flag. Off turn number 4, the checkered is going to fly in this one. Aaron Turnbull's going to win it in a runaway in 21. There it is, heat race 4 of 5 in a runaway. How about it for Estevan, Saskatchewan, Canada's Aaron Turnbull, winner of heat number 4. One more heat to go for the John Sykes Memorial late model portion of the program, and this is a good one here as well. First time Sykes Memorial entrant Tom Weisgram. He's out of Aberdeen, South Dakota in the 16. And his outside, a late model rookie, Blake Anderson. Blake from here in Grand Forks in 9. Row 2 inside will be Paul Mueller, longtime racing veteran out of Bismarck, North Dakota in 11M. And his outside's Jeff Massengill. Massengill out of Keewatin, Minnesota in 6M. Row 3 inside's the 32 cards, Jordan Tullockson. Tullockson out of Montevideo, Minnesota in the 32. And Troy Schill out of Thompson, North Dakota in 11. Final row inside's Joey Peterson out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota, the 7P. He'll start 7th. And his outside, your final starter, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada's Mike Balkin. He'll start 8th in the 10. Here we go, good battle set to come here. Final heat race of the night for the late models. Aberdeen, South Dakota's Thomas Weisgram leading us to green in 16. Weisgram down to the inside. He will slide up the racetrack. Paul Mueller a little bit crossed up. He and the 32 of Tullochson. Tullochson evasive action on the infield. Jordan Tullochson had to keep on rolling. He didn't want a yellow to come out and be his fault, but Weisgram will lead. Weisgram will be your race leader in the 16 car. Will show the way. Mike Balkin trying to come from the tail. So, trouble there. Jordan Tullochson's receiver potentially not working here as he was unsure where to line up. Get him where he needs to be. Caution lights are out. Tom Weisgram's led the first two, trying to stay up front here. The 16 car will lead the Delaware double file restart back to the green with 14 to go, this time by on the back straight with the 16 of Weisgram. Will go right back to the race lead. Mike Balkin, a good run forward here in the 10. Balkin down to the bottom of the racetrack. He slid his way up to that third spot. Second right now, it's Balkin third. Here comes the 32. Jordan Tullochson into the 4th spot. 5th is up for grabs. Blake Anderson trying to hold out Joey Peterson here. On the back straight away, it is all Thomas Weisgram though up front, 16. The back shoot, here comes Balkin. Mike Balkin now to the inside of the 6. Balkin in 10, Massengill in 6, side by side here for that runner-up spot. Give it to the 10 car. Mike Balkin charging from the tail. Mike Balkin started 8th. He is trying to overhaul the 6M car for the runner-up spot, and he did. Mike Balkin now to the 2nd spot. Jeff Massengill trying to run back around the outside of him in the 6. Good drive forward. Here comes Massengill. Jeff Massengill around the outside. Mike Balkin down to the hub in the 10 car. They're wheel to wheel down to that shoot. All the while, Weisgram has built up a 1.5-second advantage in 16. So Blake Anderson's 9 car potentially needs a push. So we'll get the 9 car re-push fired. We'll get him to the tail. We'll get set to go. How about Tom Weisgram? He has never been to the Sites Memorial before. He is leading heat race number 5 in the 16. Remember, we do have a $92 award that will be given out tomorrow night for the highest finishing first-time Sites Memorial attendee. So Weisgram trying to get his way into the show and potentially be in line for the Welcome to the Real Deal Award as well. Okay, here we go. 16 car will be ready to fire at the cone. Thomas Weisgrim, the Aberdeen, South Dakota racer. On the front straightaway in 16, coming to green this time by. Here we go. See what happens here in the battle for the runner-up spot. Mike Bolkin has gone to the top of the racetrack of the 10-car. Bolkin and Massengill side by side again. Joey Peterson trying to rally from deep in the field. Here he is up to the top 5. He's up to 4, now in 7. Joey Peterson now to the 4 spot in the 7P. Bolkin able to sneak to the outside of the 6 of Massengill. And run forward here for the 16 of Weisgrim. No, Tom Weisgrim continues to lead here as we come to the halfway point of the final heat for the late model. On the front straightaway, the 16 of Weisgrim, the 10 of Bolkin, and the 6 of Massengill. Top 3 spots down the front straightaway, the 6 rolling around the top, trying to run back down. Bolkin and 10, they're 3 wide behind. 3 wide for the 4 spot here. Tullochson through the middle, Peterson up top, Schild to the bottom. The 3-car battle here for the 4, 5, 6 spots down the front. That battle for second, team up again. Here comes the 6. Jeffrey Massengill's built up the momentum around the top side. He has pulled alongside the 10-car into turn 3. Massengill, Bolkin wheel to wheel for that runner-up spot here as we come to the line with 5 to go. Weisgrim all alone up front. He's been there from the drop of the green. It's the 16 and then a war. That second spot up for grabs. It's been this way for the entire 10, now 11 laps of this race. Back straight away again. It'll be the 16 of Weisgrim. Massengill has now cleared the 10-car of Bolkin. They'll continue to battle for that second spot, but Jeffrey Massengill now with a slight advantage at 6. Joey Peterson, Jordan Tillotson rounding up the top 5. Coming to the 2 to go mark this time by. 2 to go for Thomas Weisgrim in 16. Weisgrim, Massengill, and Bolkin. Looks like the way they're going to finish it. White flag will be in the air this time by. Tom Weisgrim with a 1.7 second advantage as he comes to the white with 1 to go. Down the back straight away for the final time in the final heat race. Your final Miller Racing Engines $92 heat race winner goes to Aberdeen, South Dakota's Thomas Weisgrim in 16. There it is, your final late model heat race winner comes to us out of Aberdeen, South Dakota, in his first ever Sites Memorial event. Give him a hand, Tom Weisgrim, winner in 16. So Tom Weisgrim, Aaron Turnbull, Pat Dorr, Brad Sang, and Dustin Strand, the 5 late model heat race winners here tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a bunch of great racing so far here tonight at the 13th Annual John Sites Memorial. So we get ready for the Buffalo Wild Wings NOSA Sprint Cars tonight. We'll have 20 cars. We'll run 2 laps. 10 cars in each lap. Blake Eglin and Tommy Eglin will line up in row number 1. Shane Roebling and Jordan Adams in row number 2. Jack Croker and Ty Hatton in row 3. Brendan Mullen and Nick Omdahl in row number 4. Mark Dobmeyer and Jade Hastings lining up in row number 5. Wade Nygaard all alone in that last row, the 6th row in the 9N car. They'll go 10 laps. Probably. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Everybody in this heat. So well, ladies and gentlemen, the cars you see in this first heat tonight for your Buffalo Wild Wings NOSA Sprint Cars. This heat race lineup will be inverted by average feature finish for the 6 B-Dub races that were raced this year. These guys, if they want to, will be racing for that extra money. Qualifiers accepting the Blazing Challenge lineup will be behind the non-qualifiers in back 3 rows, and that will be going on here later on. So these drivers that are accepting this challenge will race for an extra $4,000 purse and a chance to win an extra $1,000 if they win from the back 3 rows on top of the normal River City Speedway paying purse per position. So this is a big deal here. Now, if you remember how this went down last year, some incredible racing as we get ready for Buffalo Wild Wings NOSA Sprint Cars. These are the guys that are going to be going for the big bucks. As that 2019 Chevy Trail Boss LT Crew Cab pulls into the infield. All right, once again, as they line up behind that 2019 Chevy Trail Boss LT Crew Cab with a custom black rims, factory 2-inch lift kit, Wrangler Duratec all-terrain tires from RideOutCars.com, as they always have a beautiful vehicle here for as we get ready to line up for 10 laps. Here we go, Buffalo Wild Wings NOSA Sprint Cars. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready for some wing dirt track action? And here we go, green flag. Well, the Eglin boys still up front, coming down the back straightaway. You have Blake on the inside of the 26 car, Tommy on the outside of the 14. And here comes Jordan Adams on the high side in that 20. Eglin, your leader with 8 laps to go, followed by Tom Eglin, Jordan Adams, Shane Roebling, and Wade Nygaard, your top 5. Now here comes Nygaard, shaking and making, coming out of turn number 4. And again, Blake Eglin holding that lead down to the bottom side as Jordan Adams comes flying around the top out of turn number 4. They're side by side going into turn number 1. And it looks like Adams might have the advantage. He's got the momentum on the high side. Can he make it stick? He will. Only 3 laps to go. 3 to go. Count them. And now Jordan Adams with 2 laps to go. England's still down to the bottom. Here comes Nygaard. He wants to try to get by Roebling. Roebling will hold him up as they come out of turn number 4. Your leader is Jordan Adams. Nygaard and Roebling going at it. Jordan Adams will take the checker flag. And now Roebling and Nygaard, and I think Roebling will hold him off. Old Jordan Adams, your winner of the 28 car. Adams again, your winner, followed by the 31 of Shane Roebling. Wade Nygaard, close one for second place. He'll finish 3rd in the 9N. Mark Dobmeyer, the 13 car, will finish 4th. Blake Eglin in the 26 will finish 5th. Jack Croker, Ty Hatton, Nick Umdahl, Brendan Mullen, and Jade Hastings rounding out the rest of the field. Yep. All right, as we get ready to line up heat number 2, your Buffalo Wild Wings NOSA Sprint cars tonight. Now, these cars are also eligible for this Blazing Challenge tonight. They won't be able to start from the back row, but they can still go for the money. Austin Pearson, the 2A car, will line up on the pole on the inside of row number 1. Jordan Graham in the 99 will be on the outside. Nick Ratton and Chris Ratton, the Ratton boys in the 55 and the 27 in row number 2. Travis Strandell is on the inside of row 3 in the 41T car. Tanner Wisk in the 22 will be on his outside. Sabrina Hawkinson in the 47 car lining up on the inside of row 4. Bobby Martin in the 10 TRB car will be on the outside. And Brendan Wild from Thief River Falls in the 35 car all alone in row number 5 as we get ready to line them up for 10 laps.